Co-working and co-living in Europe, what is it? How much does it cost? And why might you want to try the same thing? I'm currently in Lisbon, Portugal, and we're at a Selina co-working hostel co-living space. It's really cool, and I wanted to tell you a little bit more about it, including the costs involved, how to do it, the types of work you might want to be able to do to be able to remote work, and the pros and cons. So first of all, what is it? I'm sure there are many different interpretations of it, but co-working and co-living abroad for me is being able to travel and work and stay in places for a bit more of an extended period of time. It's a place where you can have an office space or a desk or something like that, get your work done during the day, but enjoy the benefits of being in a whole nother city. So I found this chain of hostel, co-working, co-living spaces called Selina. They're all around the world, and they're really cool because you have a whole different range of options here. You can work at all of them. So this place in particular, you have hostels, you have rooms, and then you also have co-working space and a pool and a bar and a restaurant. And it's a really cool way to have a mix of kind of a holiday vibe as well as a working environment. Now, because you have so many different options, the price ranges will vary quite a bit. And they also have a co-living longer term package as well. So why would you want to do it? Well, in my case, I wanted to get away from the English weather. I was a little bit bored in my hometown and I wanted something more vibrant, more stuff going on. And I also wanted to explore a new city. So for me, a combination of work and being in a new city is super beneficial. That way you don't kind of shoulder the weight of all the cost of a holiday. You feel like you're being productive and you're actually still able to attend to your clients if you have your own business whilst enjoying all of the other benefits of being in a new city. The cool thing about these types of environments are there are a lot of other young people doing the same sort of thing. So you're more likely to meet people as opposed to if you were just going to, for instance, go to a hotel and just maybe post up in the cafe there. Other reasons you might want to do that is also because you want to explore new cities and find out where you might want to live, which is also a reason why I'm here. So how do you do it? Well, for some people it might be a little bit more complex than others. The first thing is that you are probably going to have a job that you are allowed to work remotely with. Since the pandemic, this has become a lot more accepted by employers. I guess for some people it's just a conversation that they need to have with their employers, whether it's if they can do a month away, a couple of weeks away. I run my own video marketing business, so I'm able to work wherever. If you do have an employer that will not allow you to work remotely, then you can start to look at different career options that might allow you to have more freedom, i.e. own your own business or start something to do with your passions or your interests. A lot of that's going to probably revolve around the computer. Marketing is a classic one that a lot of people go and travel and work because that can be done almost anywhere. For me, I do a combination of video production and video marketing and editing. So I'm able to do my video production on site, on location, and then edit wherever I am as well. So as long as I have access to an airport, that's kind of the most important thing to me. If you're interested in it, look at different jobs that are conducive to be working on a laptop. Any sort of graphic design, video editing, marketing strategy, social media management, things like that are all jobs that you can pretty much easily do on your own, and they are readily available. You can learn a lot online anyway. If you're not up to speed with those are all things that you can learn in your own free time as well. So that's a very general way of how to do that. Of course, that's a little bit more complex. That's for another video, how to start your own business, etc. But that is kind of what's going to allow you to fund a longer term trip where you're co-working and co-living in a space like this. So the next thing is kind of like, how do you start to do this? Well, the good thing about this is that you can get in at all sorts of different levels. You don't have to just immediately quit your job. You could take holiday and work on a side project or something like that and just see how it works for you. This could be a way that you could develop an idea or projects whilst you still have full-time employment, and you try what it's like to stick to that kind of work schedule or set your own work schedule, and then also enjoy the fruits of being wherever you may be, whether that's in Europe or South America or wherever. There are co-working spaces and co-living spaces all over the place. It's becoming more popular and more trendy, and it's definitely something that you can definitely try, and it's a cheaper alternative once again than renting a hotel for a whole week or 2 weeks or whatever. So like I mentioned earlier, the pros are you're around a bunch of other people that are either running their own business or having creative ideas, working for themselves, or doing various different things that allow them to work remotely. You can get inspiration, chat to new people, you can make new connections and new contacts. But the cons are, I guess, is that you don't have your own space in this environment unless you have your own room or whatever. If you're staying in the hostels, of course, that's going to get tiring for its own obvious reasons. And even if you are staying in one of the rooms, then you also don't really have your own space. It's not like having your own apartment in a city. So it's kind of an intermediary there, but it will allow you to experience a city or a new place whilst working abroad. That would be kind of the cons that I would say. So you don't have your own as much privacy, you're sharing facilities, stuff like that. It's never, it wouldn't be exactly a permit. You wouldn't want to do this for like years, I don't think. Overall, I would highly recommend at least trying this. If you're curious and you're kind of stuck in your job and you're kind of a little bit miserable, definitely open your mind to another way of working. There are a lot of people that work for themselves and live a life that they really enjoy, get to explore and travel and fulfill some of those desires within themselves. I'd highly recommend it. This is a great way of doing it. If you have any questions, leave a comment below. I'll try and get back to you. I'll also leave some links in the description that might be helpful to you as well. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.